Ring Out Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of Papa Jr. Appreciate you clicking on the video or the video just autoplay for you from the suggestion videos. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy, man. Because today we're going to react to 10 wrestlers who underwent shocking physical changes, man. This video is by Tap Pow Corner. Shout out to that channel, bro. Got great content. Go check them out. I'll put a link in the description. You could check out other contents that they have been uploading on a daily, weekly basis, whatever. And all that, man. We're going to react to this one. Appreciate y'all. Anyways, anything else? Nah. I'm here. Watch along. WWE PLEs. Saturday night's main event. I'm here. Maybe thinking about SmackDown. Watch alongs. When I put up a scheduled video, like I'm going to be on, that should let you know for the SmackDown ones. I don't think I'm going to do every SmackDown. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to do it for the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Definitely, which is... I'm recording this on a Friday, which is the 9th. And this video is going to be uploaded on a different day. But, y'all should know. Subscribe to the guy, like myself. And y'all will know. Y'all get a heads up when I'm about to go live. But, without further ado, man, let's get it. Get it popping.
Abdullah the Butcher was one of the first truly violent and hardcore wrestlers. He started wrestling in the late 1950s at the age of 17 and competed across the world and for a number of major companies. Because of the violent nature of his character, Abdullah's forehead became significantly scarred due to him cutting himself so he could bleed during matches. Not only that, but Abdullah wrestled for several decades, finally retiring when he was in his late 60s. Unfortunately, this came with a cost. After hanging up his boots, Abdullah became handicapped and was confined to a wheelchair. Because of this, he needed daily assistance just to live. Things got even more serious when, in 2024, the WWE Hall of Famer was hospitalized due to intestinal issues. Thankfully, there was positive news. In March 2025, Abdullah began working with Diamond Dallas Page and underwent a lot of positive physical health improvements. Not only had Abdullah lost a substantial amount of weight, but he's now able to raise his arms above his head and dress himself, things he was unable to do before. While that was a positive change, this next individual sadly changed.
That is great. Damn, bro. For the love for the business, man. What would you do, bro? Sacrifice yourself. That's what Seth Rollins is going for. But not to Abdullah the Butcher's that level. Not to 9 today. Go to GCW for that. But damn, for the love of the business, bro, to put your name out there, to be known, you gotta do drastic shit that could cause you in the future, you know, your health, body, mentally. Fucking A. A lot of people didn't make it. He did. He's still here. Shit crazy.
For very bad reasons. In the 1990s, Sunny was WWE's most popular female.
Oof. Sunny was just a babe. Now? Oh, gosh.
Talent. In fact, despite never wrestling, she was the most downloaded celebrity of 1996. While everything in front of the cameras was sunshine and rainbows, behind the scenes was a different story. Allegations of Sunny cheating on her boyfriend, the late Chris Candido, with other wrestlers were rampant, in addition to her overall not being liked amongst her colleagues. However, Sunny's career and life would really go downhill after she left WWE. Throughout the 2010s, Sunny would be in and out of jail, mostly for substance abuse and driving under the influence. The WWE Hall of Famer did not make things better for her.
She's a Hall of Famer?
She frequently violated her probation terms and missed court dates. Sadly, someone else would pay for Sunny's poor decisions. In March 2022, Sunny was driving in Volusia County, Florida, when she crashed into another vehicle. The man inside the car was killed, while Sunny sustained minor injuries. This ultimately resulted in Sunny being sent to prison for 17.5 years. Videos and pictures of the court proceedings showed just how much Sunny's reckless and poor choices had affected her health.
Yo, she don't even look the same.
Believe she was the same wrestling star they grew up watching. Batista received a similar reaction when fans saw how much.
Don't do drugs, kids. They say that for a reason. Don't do drugs. But you got people out there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be fine. And look. Shit crazy, bro.
Much he had changed. Batista was nicknamed the Animal, and for good reason. The man had arms the size of tree trunks. This is no doubt one of the reasons Batista became a multi-time
And dude lost mad weight. He lost all that mass.
Batista still had a pretty impressive physique and size. However, now that Batista is solely focusing on acting, the Animal has changed. Batista has slimmed down significantly from when he was a WWE superstar.
He still looks good.
In fact, the former world champion dropped over 100 pounds. Batista did this because he wasn't getting as many acting roles because he simply was too big. The Animal also added that since losing weight, he feels better emotionally and more natural on camera. This next wrestler, though, has changed so much, you won't believe who it is. Watch this clip and see if you can guess which former WWE wrestler this is.
Yo, look at EC3 back here.
I've got some awesome stuff for you here. So, WWE Warm.
Did you figure it out?
I have no idea who that is.
This is Tough Enough Season 2 winner, Jackie Gaeta, aka Miss Jackie. Her time in WWE was short-lived. Tough Enough
Here. So, WWE Warm.
Did you figure it out? This is Tough Enough Season 2 winner, Jackie Gaeta, aka Miss Jackie. Her time in WWE was short-lived, being part of the company for 3 years. She might be best remembered for having possibly the worst match in WWE history against Trish Stratus. After being released in 2005, Jackie continued to wrestle on the independent scene for a few more years. For the most part though, Miss Jackie kept a pretty low profile, choosing to focus on ventures outside of wrestling. However, in late 2023, Jackie posted a video sharing that she was selling ring-worn gear. Her skinnier physique and brown hair surprised fans and got them talking on social media. Funny enough, another wrestler caught fans by surprise when he grew out his hair. The icon Sting has pretty much kept the exact same look ever since he started dressing in black and wearing white face paint in 1996. That's why it was so surprising when fans attended a convention in April 2025 and saw Sting with a beard. Additionally,
Dude look badass, bro. He looks badass like that.
Sting's hair was noticeably lighter than how he usually had it. The look caught so many people off guard, they thought it might actually be Scott Steiner under that face paint. However, this next
beard
wrestler
looked
underwent the
badass.
most drastic change out of anyone in this video. Tyler Rex debuted in 2009 on ECW with the persona of a California surfer. Rex would have a mostly off and on career, occasionally having a moment before being brought back down to obscurity. In August 2012, Tyler Rex left WWE, citing a desire to spend more time with family. After several years away from wrestling, the former WWE star would re-enter the spotlight. In September 2020, Rex came out as a trans woman to her wife, and Rex then went public several months later.
It was this moment of realization where I had been presenting female with my wife in the evenings. It started when I was about 36, and so pandemic, I was 41, and it was becoming this everyday thing. And one night, I went to take off hair and makeup, and it was painful, emotionally. I didn't want to take off the hair and the makeup.
Tyler's wife said she wasn't physically attracted to her anymore, and the two divorced, although they still remain the best of friends. When Rene Dupree arrived in WWE, he seemed to be a prodigy. He was signed at 18 years old and won his first championship at the age of 19. This made him the youngest person to win a title in WWE at that point. However, in 2007, Dupree asked for his release from WWE. Since then, Rene Dupree has continued to wrestle, but his look has changed. One half of La Resistance added several tattoos to his body, in addition to growing out and darkening his hair.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
He have an even more toned and shredded body than what he had while in WWE. This other wrestler, though, had the opposite effect. Arguably, one of the best looking wrestlers of the 1990s was Ahmed Johnson. The man had a physique rivaling the biggest names in wrestling.
And where he
So
at?
surprising,
I haven't seen him in a
pushed
minute
very
either.
Fast. Within a year, Johnson made history by becoming the first African-American Intercontinental Champion. It was clear that Ahmed was on his way to being a main event star. However, due to family issues and allegedly some racial tension backstage, Johnson left WWE in early 1998. About a year later, Ahmed Johnson debuted in WCW. While he was still a powerhouse, house, Johnson had noticeably put on
Damn, he
weight.
gained.
This actually became an issue, and the former WWE wrestler was released from WCW because of it. Ahmed Johnson competed for a few more years until retiring in 2003. Since he's no longer an active wrestler, Ahmed Johnson is not in ring shape and looks incredibly different compared to his days
He said,
as a
"Fuck
WWE
it,
superstar."
I'm good.
Thankfully,
I love
Ahmed Johnson
food.
can still walk on his own.
You still
This next
here?
wrestler sadly cannot. Lex Luger was the living definition of a bronze god. Luger was a bodybuilder before debuting in WWE, and it paid off as WWE tried to make him the next Hulk Hogan. That unfortunately never happened, although Luger still went on to have a successful career. Even as he got older, Lex still had a very good body, but a freak accident would alter Luger's life forever. While on a plane, Luger had difficulty moving his neck. When he tried to adjust himself, things became worse and he suffered temporary paralysis. It was later found out that Lex had pinched a nerve and cut off his blood flow. After spending roughly a year in a hospital bed, Luger's health would improve. Eventually, Lex Luger could walk and drive independently, and it seemed like the former WWE wrestler was back to his normal self. Sadly, this wasn't the case. Over the next few years, Lex's health deteriorated. He began needing a wheelchair to move around, and by 2021, Luger was completely unable to walk on his own. However, in February 2025, a heartwarming video would be shared. Lex Luger had begun working with Diamond
This
Dallas
was
Page
great to
and
see,
Page's
bro.
program,
And he's in the Hall of
Yoga.
Fame now.
A video was posted showing just how far Lex Luger had come.
On the way up. That's okay, that's okay. Boom. A little bit, but see, now we know where you are. Yeah.
Perry Saturn's life outside the ring is arguably
ADP
more
making
fascinating
doing
than his
miracles
life
out here.
inside it. Saturn's wrestling career began in 1990, but he made his name once he joined ECW and later WCW.
Where the fuck did he come from? We're gonna go back. He said, I think he said it.
Life outside the ring is arguably more
And where is he
fascinating
at?
than his life inside it. Saturn's wrestling career began in 1990, but he made his name once
Okay.
he joined ECW and later
ECW, then WCW.
However, after about 2 years in WCW, it was clear that Saturn's success there was limited. So, in January 2000, Saturn, along with Eddie Guerrero, Chris
The
Benoit,
Radicals.
and Dean Malenko, all left WCW and joined WWE. While Guerrero and Benoit would go on to become world champions, Perry would sadly have his career cut short. After a little
Stock. He was stuck with a fucking mop and talking to it. Like, what the fuck?
over 2 years in WWE, Saturn injured his ACL and was put on the sidelines. While recovering, Perry Saturn got into an altercation that would affect the rest of his life. Outside a gentleman's club, Saturn spotted two men assaulting a woman. Perry ran in and fought off the attackers, but in doing so, he got shot. The bullet hit Perry in the back of the neck and right shoulder, but amazingly, Perry still managed to fight off the attackers. However, the
Adrenaline.
gunshot wound made him addicted to methamphetamine, and this led to Perry Saturn becoming homeless. For several years, nobody, including Saturn's own family, knew where he was. Thankfully, Perry did resurface in 2010, and
That's
he had
him?
overcome his addiction
That's
and
2010.
is now in a much better place. Sadly, the drug addiction and years on the streets took their toll on Saturn, and today he looks much different from how fans remember him. While Perry was able to conquer his demons, this next wrestler wasn't.
Was that him now? Is that him now? Judging by the quality of the video. Like, it's tough when you out there, when you're not working under, like, you know, an employer or stuff like that. You know, you're 9 to 5 and you're out there working for yourself, you know, like a freelancer or, you know, independent worker, contractor. Like, it'd be tough, bro, because you really got to work your ass off out there. And then you got other people that get the jobs that you've been wanting. You're not getting the push that you feel like you deserve. And it could lead you to depression and you know, loneliness and, you know, you turn into drugs and shit. I don't got enough money. I'm like, because people don't want to do a 9 to 5, bro. Their life is to be out there, become independent, and they are independent contractors. You know? That's all they know. Finding jobs that they know what to do. Like, they don't got no other skills. Like, for example, pro wrestling. Or some people, they only know is pro wrestling. They want to keep wrestling. They go to these indies knowing that they're not gonna get signed to no AEW, WWE, TNA or stuff like. I'm gonna do indies. As long as I got, you know, I'm getting fed, I, you know, pay the bills. All that matters. I gotta keep grinding, but at the same time, you putting your body, you know, at risk every freaking time. abusing your body, also your mental health as well, because you got to keep it going. And then people take drugs to get through those times, man. So it's tough out here. It's tough out there for them. You know, it's tough.
Fans
They're like, not, look, 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with it, bro. As long as you're home daily, you with your family, and the bills are getting paid, you get to take vacations and all that. Just make sure that every 9 to 5 you go to, your 9 to 5 job, that where you are right now, you're happy there. You're not being fucking abused, manipulated, treated like a fucking, just make sure your mental health is great. It's good. That's all that matters, man. You have a good mental health, you get to take care of your family, yourself, and all that good stuff. You see, man, like I got a 9 to 5. I'm a delivery driver, so and I'm happy. Work 4 days a week. Fucking great. Make decent bread. It's nothing wrong with that. Doing this for on the side, because I like this. This is a hobby for me. And not gonna lie, like I would like to get paid from this as well, but you gotta keep grinding, You gotta keep grinding. It's a nice side hustle. Well, I'm not getting, but when I get there, it'll be great. But I'm not gonna stop with my commercial driving. I love commercial. I love my job, bro. It's fucking easy. This is why I tell people, if you don't know what to do with your life, bro, like you don't know, you know, if you got dreams, figure out how to get there, you know? Because you need money. You need that type of tool for you to get to where you want to be at in life. You know? It's okay to be. If you don't know what to do, become a commercial driver. It's easy money, bro. You get paid nicely. You get paid most than people that work in offices sitting on their fucking computers all day. Like it's fucking easy money, bro.
remember him. While Perry was able to conquer his demons,
Just take care of
this
your
next
mental
wrestler
health.
wasn't, and he's paid the price.
So it won't lead you to doing drugs like that. Meth, oxy, taking, painkillers and all that. Like, I never trusted them shits, bro. I've never done any of those. I had marijuana before. Fucking enjoyed it. It came to a point where I'm like, I don't need this anymore. 'Cause it's really slowing me down. It's slowing me down to do things that I really want to do. I want to do this, and if I keep doing that, I'm not gonna be doing content like this, videos, reactions, and chill with y'all, man. Chill with the peoples. I would love to have my own community, my own family, and stuff like that. You know? I won't be able to do it. So this keeps me going. After my 4 days of work, I keep doing this. And then spend time on the weekend, chill, personal life with family, loved ones, and all that good stuff. I know I'm talking a lot, but I actually care about people's mental health, bro. So just be sure your mental health is great. My bad for talking so much. Let's get it.
Just Incredible has sadly become a cautionary tale about what the dark side of the wrestling business can do to someone. At just 21 years old, Credible was signed by WWE and competed as the masked wrestler Aldo Montoya. However, it wasn't until Justin joined ECW in 1997 that he would really make a name for himself. While in ECW, the former Aldo Montoya was rebranded as Just Incredible. It ended up working, and in 2000, Credible became the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Once the company went out of business, Just Incredible returned to WWE. While he didn't achieve the same level of success he had in ECW, Credible was still competing for the world's largest wrestling company. However, after his release in 2006, the next nearly 2 years saw the downfall of Just Incredible. Wrestlers and even fans have shared stories of Credible abusing drugs and making bad choices that have negatively affected his health. Not to mention, Credible has been accused of scamming people out of money.
You see, taking drugs could slow you down, like I said. No shows to booked events. Like if you live in that type of lifestyle, you're on the road every single day and you're taking drugs at the same time. There's certain drugs that would just keep you down, bro. And you just start no showing, you don't get paid. There's indies out there that they pay up front and then you get scammed and they don't no show. Like you wanna get paid, you're gonna work for my fucking you wanna get booked in my fucking wrestling event? Your ass better show up. Or you're not getting paid. I don't give a fuck who you are. You gotta be here first to receive your fucking check. Fuck that. If you don't pay me, I'm not going. Then I don't fucking need you. Get the fuck out of here. I don't fucking need you. Don't pay the motherfucker just because who that person is, bro. Make sure that cocksucker's there. And then you pay them.
Even driving while intoxicated with his children in the car.
Look at
in
that.
a video posted to
Dangerous.
the YouTube channel, Just Incredible wasn't in great shape.
Bro, you don't even look the same, bro. You're like a mini Big Show. Fucking A.
But that's not what was most shocking. In the video, Justin was accused of lying about having an infected leg. Credible revealed what his leg actually looked like, and to see it uncensored, watch the video on screen.
Scamming fans, scamming people. That's selfish, bro. That's some selfish shit, bro. You those type of people, bro, don't be surprised when bad shit comes your way, bro. You think you're gonna get away with it and everything is going fine and dandy? It's fine. Your day will come. You won't even see it coming, bro. Your day will come. Man, this was an interesting video, bro. Very interesting video. I'm glad that I clicked on and checked it out, reacted to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. You know, appreciate you for hearing me out. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so very, very much. Check out Tap Out Corner for all his content. They got great stuff in that channel, man. Put the link in the description of this video, you know, so you can watch it uninterrupted, and all that good stuff, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel, man. Watch alongs. I'm here. Every PLE Saturday night's main event, I'm here. When I do SmackDown, I'll let y'all know. That's why I say subscribe. I'll put a scheduled post so y'all can it can let y'all know if I'm going live for SmackDown, bro. Seriously. These 3-hour shows on Fridays, bro, it don't be worth it sometimes. So appreciate y'all, man. Till next time.
Goodbye. Mwah, and good night, bang.
Peace.